in 1992 when we started the theater with one show, The Cabin Blazers, about the Protestant and Catholic conflict in our township, and we had such incredible response to it that it's been really exciting to see the company grow and morph. And what we mostly do is these large-scale historical plays based on regional history. And I love that there is such a strong appetite for our own local history. 100% Canadian, and we pretty much develop all our own plays based on the history of this area. It's amazing. Sometimes people will say to me, how is there so many amazing stories in a little town like Millbrook? And I always respond to people with that, who make that comment to me, and I say, I bet you if you talk to the elders or the people in any town, you would find the most fascinating stories. I just think sometimes life is so busy we don't stop to talk to people about their amazing lives, and Canadians have and are living extraordinary lives. I think our playwrights, and especially starting with Rob Winslow in his writing, it's, sometimes historical plays can be boring and they can be quite didactic, a lot of sort of talking heads and information getting out there. But there's something wonderful about the way Robert and our other playwrights have created the plays for us. Well, I use the 3 E's. They entertain, they educate, and they enthrall. So it's not boring, and history is not boring. As someone who has spent my entire pretty much adult life working at the theater, history ain't boring. The setting, and then with the costumes and the sets and the props, they really are taken back. I remember directing a play in 2006, and it's a 100-acre farm that we use, farm property, and we've used other sites on the property besides the barnyard, which is where the majority of plays are. But there's a little wooded glade area, but half a kilometer back in the woods. And I remember walking back after a particular show that I had directed that was set in the 1950s, and I remember 2 older women saying, they didn't know who I was. They didn't know I had directed the show, and they were walking in front of me back to the field where people park. And they looked at each other and they said, oh, I'm going to go home and get all the old records out. And the other one said, you know what, I would love to fall in love like that again. First love and that bloom of innocence. It was a play about Lake Simcoe in the 1950s and young love and all that incredible music from the 50s. So I really do think we can transform and transport people, because I believe at the heart of what we're trying to do creating theater is we're trying to transform the world around us and comment on it, and also transform people's lives, give them ways of thinking about things that they might never have thought about them before. So when you have a moment like that, a response like that, you're like, oh yeah, we're getting this right. Getting there is certainly by car experience, because you're going to go down a little country road. You'll come down Zion Line, just south of Millbrook, and it's a beautiful, kind of magical drive through the woods and pastures, and you'll come out at the farm, and there's a little white house, and you'll come up the driveway, and people park in the parking field. And we have a lovely box office there and lots of staff there to greet people and welcome them. We have a big white tent where people picnic. And there's a number of dining options at Fourth Line. First of all, lots of people bring their own food and kind of meet up beforehand. The site opens at 4 p.m. each night with the shows at 6. So they'll sit under the white tent and they'll have a picnic together, and we have a fully licensed bar there. We also do barbecues every night on site. And then we also have boxed lunches, which can be ordered about 3 days ahead of time from the local golf course, Baxter Creek. And then on Fridays, we have something called Festival Fridays, which is a series of artist talks that I do under the white tent starting at 4 p.m. I do those talks with artists involved in the show, as well as experts on the themes related to each of the performances. And then we have local vendors and purveyors of food there selling food. People enjoy themselves, get there early, catch up, have their family reunions, or the Red Hat ladies get together, or groups. And then you go into the barnyard, probably around 5:30, and you get your seat. It's first come, first served seating. And then you watch the show under the beautiful sky of Southern Ontario's beautiful sunny summer. You watch the play. There's barn swallows swooping all around. People are always amazed at the barn swallows and the chipmunks. And yeah, so that's sort of the Fourth Line experience. And then when you're leaving at about 8:30, the sunset is just starting. Obviously in June it's just starting, and then in August it's pretty close to being sunset when you're leaving. And we have, I think, some of the best sunsets over the hills here at the theater. You can go on our website, which is Fourth Line Theater. So that's numerical 4TH, Line Theater, and it's theater the Canadian way, RE. So fourthlinetheater.on.ca. And you can get tickets there. You can get more information. You can get our box office number, but you can also call us at our box office, which is 705-932-4445, or 1-800 814-0055. And we would love to see people at the farm this summer. It really is a pretty magical, special, unique summer experience.